Looking good.
Welcome to...
What difference does it make? We're not talking episodes anymore. I think I've given up.
We're way past that.
There will be episodes. I will always label the episodes, but I think I've given up doing like episode 7, part 3.
Which I think this probably is, or part 4. So anyway.
Yeah, so that means 20 divided by 106. I can't do that. Let's just say this would be our 5th installment. Could that be?
This
is our 5th episode talking about 1981 and these songs.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to be a little more concise.
All right.
That's a lot of episodes for 1981. Okay. Anyway, I'm Holly.
I'm Dave.
Welcome.
And, yes, I do get that. Concise. Be concise. Be focused. Like all of a sudden, squirrel. One of those guys.
Yep. Me too. So we can't have 2 of us on the show. So I think we edit out this whole part.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. None of this is coming in it. It's going to be in the episode.
So we're going to just give you a heads up on something. You will not be hearing the music.
Yeah, we started feeling guilty about putting in the music. Although it's a highly entertaining show, when there is music, we find that it's afterwards we are guilt-ridden and have angst, and all of a sudden we imagine ourselves in jail. We're not using the music properly.
But more so, we don't want to deceive our friends.
Or America or the world. Yeah. We don't want to deceive the world.
Well, the music community when they say our friends.
Yes.
So anyway, listen on Anchor, or we'll just be, 5 times more entertaining from here on out.
No guarantees. We're going to do the best we can. But the music will be in there. I'm going to create a Spotify playlist. I think it's called the What Difference Does It Make podcast. So look us up there, and you can find the songs that we're discussing in each episode.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So that brings us to, we've been doing 106.7. We're heading into the final. We're the stretch run. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're reaching the peak of the top songs.
The pinnacle.
The pinnacle. Yes. So here we are. We when we left off, we were talking surprisingly about the Rolling Stones. The one thing that I noticed is this is a very female-centric top 20.
Yes, and we like that. This is the Go-Go's, Less to Love. Dave, what can you tell me about Less to Love?
It's a spectacular song. I actually had listened. I don't know if you probably know the Go-Go's were a punk band, and then they were kind of cleaned up. I think Belinda Carlisle used to wear a trash can or trash bag. Yeah, she wore a trash bag to shows. That was her look. And they were punkers. And if I actually pulled up a song on YouTube of Less to Love, of like a harder edge version of this song. It's also spectacular.
Was it live? The version you heard?
It was kind of like a demo. I think recorded a few years before Beauty and the Beat.
Yeah.
But Less to Love is a great song. It's just kind of, it's nice. It's kind of a female version of guys, just kind of, loving their women. But it's a one night stand really that turns into a little bit more.
It's funny what you said about Belinda Carlisle wearing the trash bag, because I had read a story that that's how she approached Charlotte Caffey, who was one of the only actual musicians originally they had in the band. When she approached her to be in the band or to play with them, she was wearing a trash bag. So I was trying to picture that, myself. Someone coming up to me wearing a trash bag going, of course, I'm not a musician, so, my perspective's a little different. And me going, yeah, I'm totally in. Yeah. Trash bag girl.
Exactly. But I'm sure that was respectable there. Like, oh, wow, she really put some thought into this.
Legitimacy.
Yes, exactly. This is what I want. I like your look. I want to be a part of this. So that's part of how the Go-Go's came about.
We should all be thankful for that.
Definitely. Yes,
the
world is. All right. So that's Less to Love. And then again, we move into another female singer, Lene Lovich, new toy.
She's awesome, Lene Lovich. She's so interesting. She's an interesting look, an interesting voice. And currently touring with Psychedelic Furs, at least in Europe or in the UK at least.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Would have been super fun to see. Yeah,
I was not aware she was back and doing her own thing. That's great, because I really don't hear too much about her. And I remember hearing like
Lucky Number.
Lucky Number. Yes, Lucky Number 1. Yeah, that was a great song. This was something I also loved. Here's my fun fact. Do you know who wrote this song?
I don't know who wrote this song.
This was written by her keyboardist, who was Thomas Dolby.
No way.
Yes way. It's true. So,
what?
Yeah.
New Toy, not Lucky Number.
Right. New Toy. New Toy.
That's awesome. Thomas Dolby.
Right. So if you watch like a performance video of Lene Lovich doing New Toy, you could see Thomas Dolby to the side. He was in her band, and he wrote that song, and you will hear it and go, "Oh yeah, that kind of sounds like a Thomas Dolby song."
Of course, now I hear it.
Yeah.
Now that you're saying it.
With my words,
yeah.
Yes. All right. So so Lene Lovich was
another girl.
Another girl, but an innovator, and maybe that's. And I've been trying to think about maybe just hearing all these women singers. Maybe that's why I was always accepted as like, why is that weird to have a woman as a front person? Or
it's not.
In my world, it was not, because this is what I was growing. I heard a lot of these songs, and I guess I thank KROQ for playing all this music. Yeah. But as I look at this, I think the Go-Go's were the only all-female band. Everyone, like Lene Lovich, her band was all guys.
Yeah.
The Pretenders. It was always just maybe the female was always the front person, but it was never like a whole band of women, and that's why the Go-Go's were just such a unique and special moment in time.
And they were great, period, not just because they were all girls, women. Sorry.
Yeah, they all had their unique personalities. It was great. we once again, we do love the Go-Go's.
Their own show. They get their own podcast, not just their own episode.
We
should do a whole podcast on the Go-Go's, if there isn't one already.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
So now we go to guys.
Back to the boys.
But
tell us what you will about number 17, which is Devo's Jerkin' Back and Forth.
This was, I think this was this was after Whip It and the album New Traditionalists and Jerkin' Back and Forth. It's still just a great song. I don't know if you would call it a formula, but they had a sound.
Yes.
They had a sound, and it worked. I mean, much like AC/DC, their songs all sound like AC/DC songs. Yeah. All songs by Devo, like that can only be one band.
We have discussed this before. Their sound unique, and there was a band who I can't remember what it was a few episodes ago that we said they're trying to sound like Devo.
Right.
Devo isn't a genre. Devo is a specific. I don't know. I find them to be very specific. To me, there's nobody else really that sounds like Devo.
They had a brand back then.
Yeah, and their brand too. But
right. The whole thing of de-evolution and which I believe
devolution.
No, it's de-evolution.
Yes.
It's all coming true. It's all coming to fruition, unfortunately. Yeah. So then we move to number 16, another female-fronted band
by. Female-fronted band, yes. All boys in the band.
Although, it was kind of a duo, I think, with X. And,
yes.
X.
John Doe, Exene, John Doe.
Billy Zoom.
Yes.
DJ Bone Break.
Yes.
One of the few bands where I can name all the members.
Very good.
Are you?
That's impressive. Yeah. Yes.
You can name some. Can you name all the Go-Go's?
Yeah.
Sorry to put you on the spot, but let's see if you can name all the Go-Go's.
Okay, Belinda Carlisle, Jane Wiedlin, Charlotte Caffey. You are putting me on the spot.
I know. It's always the bassist and the drummer that we forget.
Oh, Gina Schock.
Drummer.
Yes.
Bassist is. You could do it. It's in you.
Gina Schock, Charlotte Caffey, Jane Wiedlin, Belinda Carlisle. Ah!
Can I give you the initials?
Yes.
Okay. KV.
Oh, Kathy Valentine.
There you go. I knew you had it.
Sorry, Kathy.
No, it's all right. Yeah, I'm sure. She left the band for a little bit. They had a little. She's
a little tiff.
A little tiff, which everyone has, and she's back in the fold now. Yeah. So when you see the Go-Go's, Kathy is back in the band.
Yay!
Yay! Exactly. Okay, so now we move to. We're going to always come back to the Go-Go's, aren't we?
That excites me.
It should.
You can talk. We can talk forever about the Go-Go's. Okay, so then we did X, White Girl, Didn't we just talk about X?
So we didn't really talk about it, but another.
And your knowledge of all the band members.
It's just it was just a 1-2 punch, like a great. The first two X records are just some of my favorites. Los Angeles, and this is from White Girl is from Wild Gift. I think this was probably their biggest hit. This was on there when they were still on the Baby / record label. That before they signed to a major.
You think the White Girl was their biggest hit?
I don't. Probably it was I think it was the song that was the most commercial.
Maybe.
Thinking back, like that was it was almost like it was almost a ballad, but catchy and fun.
Do you find it hard to differentiate sometimes? Because you might be right about this being their biggest hit, and we can obviously
look it up.
But the songs that you like, the songs that one likes, are not necessarily the songs that were the biggest hits, but you think they were. They're so big in your mind, and then you realize it didn't chart very high. Or
right. No, I know this didn't chart at all, probably anywhere. I don't know if they
except for the KROQ Top 106.7 songs of 1981.
Right, exactly. I don't know if maybe Hungry Wolf. The first two albums, I think that this was their big song.
Yeah,
this was the one that kind of got them
on the map
a little bit. Yeah, not just in Los Angeles, but further around the U.S. and the world.
Was Los Angeles a big?
It was big. Yeah.
The song.
Los Angeles. Yeah. No, it was. I don't think that would be a big hit, or okay. It was important in the area of Los Angeles, and for people that had access to hear this music, but I don't think it was
outside.
Right. Yeah, outside the whole thing of the world, or outside of the Los Angeles community. But anyway, that was it's still a great song. I could hear that song anytime, any day, and just love it and sing along. Okay, so
now to the Brothers Who Get Along.
The Brothers Who Get Along. This is Sparks, Funny Face.
At number 15.
Yeah. Actually kind of shocking because I don't necessarily think of this as a big hit or thing that would be a song that would be in the top 20. But I'm happy it's there. It's weird. There's a few songs in this top 20 where you kind of scratch your head going, I don't get it. Or just songs that did not have a lasting impact or are not played anymore or kind of forgotten through time.
Oh, we're getting to those because I was a little shocked also.
Yeah, but there's so it's kind of interesting looking back at these things.
Hey, you found the What Difference Does It Make podcast. We're going to take a break right now and we'll be right back. Told you we'd be back. Here we go.
Number 14, The Pretenders.
Yay! Another girl.
Another girl. This is from their second album, The Adulteress.
Well, the album is Pretenders 2.
Yes.
The song is The Adulteress.
Correct. Did I not say that correctly? I probably didn't.
You said the album.
All right. Well,
what do you want to tell me about it? Being the big Pretenders fan, we love Chrissie Hynde.
Kind of like a Lust to Love type of thing. Again, she is not
the adulteress,
not the predator. I guess she wouldn't want to say, but she is the aggressor in this situation.
We can call her the adulteress.
She is the adulteress. That's what they say in the song.
Yes,
and it's great. I mean, it's you hear it, and it kind of makes me wistful, thinking, what could have been had the guitarist James Honeyman Scott and Pete Farndon still been around. Chrissie Hynde and Martin Chambers. I could also name all four.
Very good.
Of the original Pretenders.
Oh, impressive!
Just because these were bands that meant a lot to me. So,
you dug deep.
Yeah, no, it's fun, especially when I'm looking back at this list. You go, I'm thankful there's a YouTube because you can go on YouTube and see them perform the song. Like, do you remember the show Fridays? It was kind of the ripoff of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
They got some great musical performers, and one of them was the Pretenders playing The Adulteress. So I got to see them play that, which I don't think there was no video for The Adulteress. So it's kind of cool to see them. And
that's really cool. I know you're gonna send me. You're going to follow up because you have a memory of your steel trap.
It's because I listened to the shows over and over and over again. But yeah, it's they were just a great band. I mean, Chrissie Hynde's still a great performer, but it's kind of cool to see them in their prime playing this song.
Yeah. I'm going to look for that because I love this song, and I don't remember. It wasn't that show Fridays. I can't remember, but I remember the show, and I don't remember the musical performances.
Oh, yeah. I remember watching it specifically for the music performances because I know The Clash played on there. I think Devo played. I think all the bands that were talked about. The show didn't last very long, but it was there for, I think it was on the air for maybe from 1980 to 1981 or something like that.
Yeah.
Michael Richards was one of the performers on that show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a thing. Show wasn't funny, but they did get good musical acts, and so that
can be what they're remembered for. Except
right,
I didn't remember them.
Right, so you can pull it up on YouTube now because miraculously it is still there. I love it. Yeah. All right. So now we move all right along. Pete Shelley,
Homo sapien.
Yes. Did you love the Buzzcocks as much as I did? No, don't shake your head. Come on.
I
Really?
didn't love that. Yes, I like them, certainly, but not. I can't tell you the band members.
No, I could not.
So you're not that big of a fan.
All right, God. Yeah, you're right. Okay. But yeah, they were, for me, they were kind of like a British version of the Ramones. They were just catchy pop punk songs. It was great. Yeah. Ever Fallen in Love, What Do I Get? Orgasm Addict. Any of these songs sound familiar to you? No.
Vaguely.
Right. They're great short songs that just really catchy, and you should. It's worth playing some Buzzcocks. But anyway, Pete Shelley was. I saw them recently. It's very funny seeing Pete Shelley now. I mean, he's just this old. He looks like Steve Jones. He just this old
an old dad rock star.
Old dad. It really does.
Yeah.
But they get on stage, they play their songs, and it's just phenomenal. So,
so you saw him?
I have seen them. Yeah,
recently?
Yeah, a few years back, actually.
How'd they sound?
Phenomenal. Love them.
Okay.
Loved it so much. You don't have to. I mean, the visual. They don't look at. They're not these skinny British punks anymore. They've got beer bellies and they're graying hair, but
they're relatable.
Yes, exactly. And you look in the audience, and we all look the same. So it's great. And so anyway, Pete Shelley had this solo song, Homo Sapien.
I think Pete Shelley had a solo career after. I'm sure there were other hits. Insert names here.
I do not know. I do know Buzzcocks, and they're still playing around. Once in a while, you can see them, and it's great.
All right, I'll have a look.
You definitely need to see them. You too.
Okay, I will.
Gives me so much joy. It does. It's
since it brings you. See, we just had a conversation about this recently about how the joy that it brings you to share, a band you might love with those you love.
Yes. Yeah. There you go. So
okay,
we'll go.
I'm in.
We'll go and we'll sing along to What Do I Get? And it'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to that.
I can't wait. Okay, so now there's this band which I became obsessed with. I saw this video. Okay, so the band is Suburban Lawns. Or the band is called Suburban Lawns. The song is called Janitor. I don't remember watching the video back when I was a kid. I remember hearing this a lot on KROQ. I had no idea what they looked like. Or
what the words actually were.
Well, I did know the words, which was kind of made me giggle. But I didn't know all the words. But anyway, of course, there's YouTube. And so now there's one performance that you can see. And there's the female-led singer. And I watched her, and just being like a geeky guy, like, who is this woman who's just, she had like this butterfly collar on, did not move around. And I became obsessed with her. Like, who is this woman? And so I started doing this deep dive into what her name is.
Sue Tissue?
Her name is Sue Tissue. And I Googled the name, and then, of course, being the geeky music nerd that I am not the only one who's obsessed with this person. There are websites dedicated to, where is Sue Tissue? What happened to Sue Tissue?
But nobody knows.
Nobody really knows. She, I looked on her Wikipedia page, and she did put together a classical album, piano. She attended the Berklee School of Music.
Yes.
I did listen to the piano music, which I found interesting. And I did watch someone put together, again on YouTube. She was in the movie Married to the Mob, and just a bit part. And she's in that movie because Jonathan Demme also did this Saturday Night Live short called Gidget Goes to Hell.
Yeah.
Again, I went down a little rabbit hole as I'm trying to study.
But you don't remember that song? The song?
I do remember the song,
yeah.
and I kind of remember the video for that.
Yeah.
Did you? Remember?
I did not remember the video. The song I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he directed it, and then he was in another one. She was in another one of his movies, Something Wild.
Oh, that's it. Not Married to the Mob. I am so sorry.
Okay, yeah.
You're right. It was Something
Yeah.
Wild. So she was married to Jeff Daniels, or I think that's in the scene that they showed. Someone cut it up like just all of Sue Tissue's scenes because guys are weird and they are attracted to
Obsessive.
things. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. What is the origin of her name?
I have no idea.
Because that obviously is not her name.
I didn't dig it that deep. All of a sudden was just trying to find out like who is this woman who. Go ahead.
So one of the descriptions I read of her, something, and one of the websites, because I didn't dig as deep as you, but
I assigned you this.
Yes.
Please find out something about her.
Described her as Little House on the Prairie meets the Manson Girls. Her look and her presence, and I thought, yeah, because of what she was wearing was very Little House-ish,
conservative.
Yeah,
super conservative, but singing this punkish new wave song.
But with no move, and she had kind of a creepy look on her face.
Definitely
so you can describe her as a Manson-ish.
Right. It was this creepy vibe, and it was so fun. I mean, this song, it's kind of like a Talking Heads type beat to it. It's really good, and of course, I listened to the whole album, and she doesn't sing on on the whole album, but it's definitely interesting. There's little Talking Heads elements to it, and it's interesting. But yeah, there is this creepy vibe to her, which is kind of
maybe that's what the turn on is for the guys.
It's kind of attractive, I guess. Like, what's happening here? Yeah, I know. So, but yeah, that was anyway.
But it's funny. So I don't know if most people know about the lyrics. The lyrics, I'm a janitor, oh my genitals. So you know how you can listen to a song now and you think you know what they're saying, and then you find out the real lyrics of the song. She actually says both in the song. Right.
I always thought growing as a when I first heard it, I thought, oh, people were just making fun. Oh, it sounds like she's saying genitals.
Oh, my genitals. Yeah.
But she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was saying both. She said, I'm a janitor, and oh, my genitals.
Yeah. It's anyway. And the song is just I still like it. Antimatter, doesn't matter. I don't know. Just I like the wordplay, and it's
trippy. It is trippy. I don't know if it would hold up. Though you said you listened to it a few times. It's not a song. Just like Lene Lovich, we were talking about, who I like, and I think the music was cool and fun and interesting. I don't know about the longevity. I mean the regularity. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It wouldn't be on one of my running playlists.
Okay. No, it was interesting. I don't know. They just kind of fell apart, this band. Yeah. I don't know, where they could have taken it, but I think, like the whole band was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, they were all real musicians.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I think the guys still play together from what I understand, but no one knows where Sue Tissue is.
Yeah.
Where are you, Sue?
Sue.
We need
Sue
you.
Tissue. Do you have to call her that with both names? How you...
I think so.
Yeah.
It kind of, well, it works. Sue Tissue. Yeah. S-U.
Yes.
S-U Tissue.
But I think her real name is Sue or Susan something, her birth name.
Okay. It wasn't spelled like Susie Sue. This is Sue.
Sue, the regular traditional Sue.
No. Why? Yeah, that's right. Susie Sue and Sue Tissue. No E's. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Why are we against the letter E? We'll have to look into that. All right. That's enough Suburban Lawns talk.
Yeah. But thanks for making me dig deep on that one, because she she is pretty interesting.
All right. So another interesting fella. This was Adam and the Ants.
We love Animant.
And Stand and Deliver from his Prince Charming Smash album.
Yeah, I love that there are multiple albums, multiple Adam Ant albums represented on this list that year.
Yeah, I think, I had looked into this. Prince Charming came out in 81, and the
Kings of the Wild Frontier.
Kings of the Run was before that, so that was 80 and kind of spilled into 81.
But it's still charted in the
yeah,
song
still
charted in
right.
81, yeah.
I mean, this is when you kind of struck when the iron was hot. You know, like all right, Adam, let's keep pumping these out.
And he did.
And he did. And we're very thankful for that.
Yes, we are.
So yeah, Stand and Deliver, another costume type video, and you know they all get to dress up and play act, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, he's just a pleasure to look at.
That's true.
Because I'm just that shallow.
We all look at me and my suit.
You're very deep with Sue Tissue. I'm just all about the he's a hottie.
All right, well that's
Jesus.
Gee. No, it works.
That's Adamant. It's not going to be the last we see, even in the top 20 of Adamant.
But yeah, Stand and Deliver. It kind of, I think of Florence and the Machine now. Just kind of, just kind of that like action adventure type music.
Good comparison.
Yeah. Even without looking at them, could you listen to the song?
Absolutely can. I never.
Well, of course,
would never
you just
turn off.
You close your eyes and you picture.
Now I'm driving.
Adam applying his pirate makeup to your face, or
making my hair and
yeah. There you go.
You go on.
All right, so there you go. Songs 19 through 11 on our podcast. What difference does it make? Please tune in next week as we'll be talking about the top 10 songs KROQ played and the year that was 1981. So thanks for tuning in, and check you later.
Over and out.